All right, people, I'm back with a very brand new episode. This one is going to be in the category of music. This one is going to be a combination of pop rock, alternative rock, heavy metal rock, and it's going to be something about music. When people hear music, music make people feel emotions. Sometimes music make you feel happy. Sometimes music make you feel like you're alive. Sometimes music make you feel angry, pumped up, ready to lift some weights. And this is going to be the top 12 songs that not only inspires people to become, rock stars, music artists, but people in general. When you have a bad day at work, at school, at the gym, or you didn't get that job promotion like you thought you was going to get, or you came home and you heard some bad news, you got your cell phone or your iPhone or your iPad or your computer and you popped some music in, and music made you forget about that you had a bad day. Music made you forget about something bad happened to you at work or at school or at the gym, or you were in the car driving and somebody cut you off on the road. Music made you ease your mind, put you in a nice comfortable rhythm, and got you to think about positive stuff and got you ready for the next day, and not to focus on the negativity and turn your negative energy into positive energy. So this video is going to be called Sex Game, the best pop, rock, heavy metal, alternative songs that made you feel great. Yes, this video is for women and for men, young or old, black or white. This video is gender neutral. Anyone can watch this video. Anyone that has a passion for music, period, can watch this video. And I want to say thank you to the person that subscribed to my channels. Thank you for subscribing to my newest YouTube channel, my sports channel, and one of my other new channels. I want to say thank you. This person subscribed to all three of my channels. I appreciate it. I'll try my best to be humble and give you the best content as humanly possible. Every now and then, I'll try to treat you guys and women to filming on multiple locations. I'll try my best to give you the best content. I'll try to give you more good content and stick by my principles. I do have new episodes that are going to be something completely different, something that you would not expect. So let's get it and have some fun. Coming in at number 12 is the Green Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger television series from the 1990s. Now, as you do know, I'm not just a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I also like Power Rangers. In the 1980s, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, and then in the mid-1990s, it was Dragon Ball Z, and of course, Power Rangers. And one of my favorite Power Rangers was Tommy the Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Now, his theme song defies the character. And the famous rock band called Buckethead is the one who did the official theme song of the Power Rangers. Like, they would do the theme song, then they would turn around and do theme songs for the character, and one of the main characters, played by actor Jason David Frank, who is a real martial artist, a real mixed martial artist, and an actor who played him on television, brought the character to life. Now, the song, when you hear the song Go Green Ranger, it is the true definition of what a Power Ranger should be, what a Power Ranger stands for. And Tommy's character was just more than the Power Ranger. This could be someone that you went to high school or college with, and you would never know that he's a Power Ranger. And the good thing about Power Rangers is that it established right away who are the characters. One of my favorite Power Ranger moments in Power Ranger history is when they play the theme song and Tommy gets his powers taken away from Godar, and he has to find the confidence in himself to fight Godar without his powers. And when the theme song comes on, he gets his confidence back. And so many memories of my childhood comes from watching Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Transformers, Dragon Ball Z. But Power Rangers, go Green Ranger, go Green Ranger, go. You could see that the actor put passion into the character. Like, he didn't just look at this as I'm rich and I'm famous. He went as far as to really put smiles on people's faces. When I met Jason David Frank 15 years ago at a park, The same place where they filmed the television show and television fiction Angel Grove, there actually is a such place of Angel Grove that actually does officially exist, like in the television show. And it's like in the valley. And when I went to where they actually filmed the original television show, I actually met Jason David Frank. He did martial arts. I like martial arts. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme was his favorite hero. Jean-Claude Van Damme was my favorite hero. And we had something in common. You know, he was doing martial arts. I inspired to do martial arts. And then I started doing martial arts because I wanted to follow in the footsteps of Van Damme, Jason David Frank, and of course, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Chuck Norris, and a bunch of other influences that made me want to do martial arts. Of course, you can also say Dragon Ball Z was a big part of me doing martial arts. Primarily because of characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and the names go on and on. But we will always remember the Green Ranger theme song. The dagger that he had when he called out Dragon Zord. We always compare Dragon Zord to Godzilla. We would always say that's Godzilla coming out of the water. And for years, we always debated a fight between Dragon Zord versus Godzilla. Bat in the Sun made one. Screw Attack made one. And a lot of people who got YouTube channels that do fan fiction had done what would happen if Godzilla fought Dragon Zord. And my mom collected the Green Ranger action figure because it was the best Power Ranger out of all the Power Rangers. Coming in at number 11 is a rock band called Adema. Now, what does Adema has to do with Mortal Kombat? There is only one character that I always copied and imitated for years in the 90s and 2000s. When I did not have no job and I had very little money, I would sometimes dress up as a ninja, and sometimes I would get a yellow t-shirt or a yellow towel and try to make it into a mask. And me and my younger brother, we would try to act like we were from Mortal Kombat. And there was only one ninja that I found so badass that I would always imitate. Scorpion. He would always have the things come out of his hands when he fought in the video games. And he would say his special trademark word, which becomes so famous in anime, movies, television. And that is, "Get over here!" Scorpion was one of these badass, intimidating ninjas in Mortal Kombat. If you ever played any of the Mortal Kombat video games in the 1990s and the 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. Now, when they gave him his own rock song in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, they called the song Immortal. Dun 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 dun. I don't know who you are, the leaders of your souls. You can't get me, I'm an immortal. I need to rush one way before I get you. Won't you face me? I see the fear in your eyes. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I see the hate in your eyes. Let's get it on. Let's fight. I don't know who you are. You can't get me. I'm immortal. And the song fits Scorpion so very well. There's the edited version. There's the uncut version. And the rock song with the lead singer did a very good job because it launched his rock career. See, if it wasn't for Mortal Kombat and Scorpion, most anime characters, most video game characters would never get their own rock song. I'm serious. If it weren't for them doing that, because no sooner they did it for Scorpion, fast forward 4 years later, or 5 years after they did it, Dragon Ball Z came up and did what? Broly legendary Super Saiyan theme song. All of a sudden you get a famous rock band doing a theme song for an anime character that's from Dragon Ball Z. So we'll always say thank you to the rock band Adema for giving us Scorpion's rock theme song of Mortal Kombat. Coming in at number 10 is Buckethead, who did the actual theme song for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers television show in the 1990s. Now, this rock song defies what Power Rangers is, but it also explains that Power Rangers don't just fight bad guys and just fight monsters and aliens and save the day and become heroes. More to the message, a Power Ranger can be anybody. A Power Ranger could be a police officer, a firefighter, a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. A Power Ranger could be your next door neighbor. A Power Ranger could be anybody who helps his community. That's what I learned by watching the Power Rangers television show. And it also was another reason on why I wanted to get into the martial arts. You know, the way Jason David Frank portrayed Tommy Oliver, the Green Power Ranger, that it made me want to take karate. All of a sudden, kids were taking karate classes and martial art classes because they were watching Power Rangers. Power Rangers was so big in the 1990s that it was rivaling primetime television. You had the NBA, you had the NFL, you had professional wrestling, you had, at that time, mixed martial arts. UFC was getting a bad rap at that time, but in primetime television, Power Rangers was right there with shows like Law and Order. Like, nobody could believe that this TV show could draw its viewership like Law and Order. Like, this show was breaking numbers and was getting on to the level of Oprah and Law and Order. That's how big of a deal Power Rangers was. Kids would actually pretend to get sick. You heard me. Kids and teenagers would pretend to be sick when they wasn't sick just so they can watch Power Rangers. And then people would intentionally on purpose dress up as Halloween for Power Rangers. And then, of course, I got in trouble when I was a lot younger because I would always be trying to get up in front of the classroom, and they had to send me to the office 4 or 5 times, and my dad would just do this. Power Rangers ain't real, boy. And I would always get up and say, it's morphin' time, Dragon Zord. It's morphin' time, Mastodon. It's morphin' time, Tyrannosaurus. And a lot of people would just do this. And my dad finally had to take me to a martial arts 8th degree black belt to show me the martial arts that is displayed in the television show of Power Rangers. And you fast forward 15 years later, I've done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Knit Jiu-Jitsu, I've done Judo, Katanamata, Karate, Kung Fu, boxing, kickboxing, and those are just some of the disciplines that I've done in martial arts. Whenever I came 10 to 15, 20 minutes late, I would be forced to apologize to the whole entire class, and as a consequence, my sensei would make me run 5 laps outside while everybody else got to do their katas. And then I would have to do 50 to 100 push-ups on bare knuckles, not spread your hands out on bare knuckles. And my sensei would look at me like, anytime you come late, you're going to run 5 laps outside, and you're going to do 50 to 100 push-ups. Then you're going to do 200 push-ups, 300 push-ups, 400 push-ups. Same thing when I took judo. When I came 5-10 minutes late, I got disciplined. My sensei would look at me and say, anytime you disrespect either a sensei, a black belt, or a brown belt, or anybody of high authority, I'm going to make you do a whole bunch of exercises for 30 minutes every single day until you learn some respect. And you know, it happened to me like about 4 times, and after that I learned, you know, you don't disrespect your senseis. You know, and the sensei looked at me like, I don't care if the principal, the vice principal come up in here, you showing people of high authority respect. That was also another thing about the Power Rangers television show. Coming in at number 9 is Broly. Now, you might say the new Broly or the old Broly. We're talking about the theme song from Dragon Ball Z, Legendary Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Concern is cold, can't play my rim brain, my senior bro. When we heard that theme song, that right there told us why Broly was the legendary Super Saiyan. You know, for years in the Dragon Ball Z animated fandom, we argued back and forth as anime fans who was the legendary Super Saiyan. Goku, Vegeta, Future Trunks, Gohan, or Broly. And they became the next big rock band to do an animated character. And it had never been done before in history. Now you fast forward 12 or 13 years later, And you got video games and anime where characters from Halo and Metal Gear Solid have theme songs played by famous rock bands. All right, coming in at number 8, 300 Rise of an Empire, Black Sabbath, War Pigs. Now, Black Sabbath is this one of these old school rock bands that's been around for like 3 to 4 decades. They've got like at least 10, maybe 12 albums, probably more than that. And I like their song because of they did the soundtrack to Rise of an Empire, the sequel to 300. And they also did another rock song that less than 20 years later would get turned into a live action movie and would get me so hyped that to this day, if it weren't for that one rock band, I probably would have never watched Iron Man the movie. So thank you, Black Sabbath. All right, coming in at number 7 is Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King. Now, what I love about rock bands is that they're good at taking mythical battles of a knight fighting dragons and basically giving you a description of what went on during medieval times. Hail to the king, dunna, dunna, dun, dun, dunna. Don't you turn your back on me. Hail to the king, dun, 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 dunna, dun, 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 dun. When you hear that beat, you know they're telling you a story. And my friend loves this rock band so much that he's got 2 t-shirts. You know, I started listening to their music because he got me hooked on to their music. And anything that has something to do with mythical battles or fighting dragons, or just songs that are in general, I'm going to be inspired by those songs. This is the type of song that you would probably listen to if you're driving a motorcycle down the street, or if you're in the gym lifting weights. This is the type of rock song you want to listen to. All right, coming in at number 6 is an artist called Lorde. And this is one of my favorite songs by her. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Dun, dun, dun. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everyone wants to rule the world. Dun, dun, dun. Isn't my whole desire. No, dun, dun, dun. Like the way she pulls you into the song, you could feel the emotion while watching the movie Dracula Untold Story. The song was so well received that it fit that particular movie. And one of the biggest letdowns was the theme song never got into the actual movie. Like a lot of people saw the trailer to the movie, and the reason why people went to go see the movie Dracula the Untold Story was because that song made you feel the emotion and the passion for all the characters. A father that wants to protect his son, a man who loses his wife, then has to go seek divine influence to get back at those who have tried to rob him of his kingdom, and then the consequences of his actions in trying to seek divine power. The song collaborates all of that, and she did an outstanding job of that song. All right, coming in at number 5 is Saliva, one of my favorite rock bands, with one song that is 22 years old to this very day. Y2J, Chris Jericho's theme song in professional wrestling. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, you know I got you. Yeah, break down the walls, Jericho. You living in the agony of defeat. Break down the walls of a Jericho. Now you know, Jericho. What I love about this song is that it's not just talking about a battle that took place in history. It's taking references from the Bible. Not too many rock bands do that. And when they did it, it fit Chris Jericho's character and professional wrestling. And you fast forward 22, 23 years later, people are still nodding their head to some Chris Jericho's theme song. That's what I love about Chris Jericho's theme song. All right, coming in at number 4 is Korn and my best friend's theme song of Korn called Evolution. Now, why I like the song Evolution? Because it's talking about evolution. It's talking about when it's time for you to evolve. Some people evolve for the better, some people evolve for the worst, but 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you do have to evolve. Evolution. I'm gonna bring my face. And you know the rest of the words, because I'm not gonna say the profanity. I promise y'all I would not say profanity. But I love when he say 1,000 years from now, they'll say these, you know what, word deranged. It's evolution. It's evolution. Like the lead singer puts his heart and soul into the song, that every time I play that song, it gets better and better and better with age. You know how they say wine age better with age? This song is old. This song's like at least 8-9 years old, and it seems like the more I play it, the better the song gets. Coming in at number 3 is Black Sabbath. You got to be a super cool, bad to the bone rock band to be on this list twice. They're on here because they made a song that's no more than 20 to 25 years ago, way before Marvel got Robert Downey Jr. to play Tony Stark, Iron Man, in a movie called Iron Man. And one of the things they did to lure you in was they got the actual rock band to take the original theme song and actually put it in the movie. And you could hear the robot in the background. Dun, 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 dun. I am Iron Man. Dun, 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 dun. When you hear that, that is Iron Man. The song fits the movie fits the song, and the actor grooves to the song. You could see Robert Downey Jr. nodding his head to the theme song in the movie. Kevin Feige said, you know what? Put it in the movie. Robert Downey Jr. loves it. Put it in the movie. And 500,000 people who come to see Iron Man come with Black Sabbath t-shirts and start singing the theme song to the movie. And it seems like when they do tributes to Iron Man, that song's played 99.99%. You cannot think of Iron Man the movie without the theme song. You can't think of the theme song without thinking of the movie. They go together. Coming in at number 2 is Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Now, I like her Bad Romance because it tells the tale of what happens when a man and a woman fight, break up, get back together, get together, break up, and the fact that she tells the story. It's bad romance. Like the song got you hooked. Like you can't even memorize none of the lyrics or the words if you could. All you know is the beat. And every time Lady Gaga's song come on, the first thing I do is I'm nodding my head to it. Next you know, I'm in there trying to dance like Lady Gaga. And my mom just shaking her head like, oh, he got a crush on Lady Gaga, because the way that she's singing the song, I'm hooked. Because I've never seen nobody put so much passion into a song like that, especially a love song. Last time I saw somebody do something like that was Aaliyah, Mariah Carey, Ashanti, and a whole list of other female artists. And to me, you got to give Lady Gaga credit, because that one song blew up and went double platinum. And you fast forward like 12 years later, that is by far her best song. So, high respect to Lady Gaga. Coming in at number 1, my most favorite rock song, and this is the song that got me into a lot of trouble. It was 1994, 1995. It was summertime. I was tired of listening to rap music. I wanted to break from the rap music. And my mom got upset because I turned from Power 106 to Kiss FM. And I got exposed to some Marilyn Manson, and the rest, the rest, as they say, is history. Dun, dun, dun. I wanna live, I wanna love. It is a long road out of hell. Dun. Do anything for you. Dun 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 dun. And when I went to go see the movie Spawn, I was so happy that they actually took Marilyn Manson's theme song and actually used that for the movie trailer for Spawn. And the way he started the song off, it's like you can understand what Marilyn Manson is trying to explain to you about the concept of going to hell. Like when you was in church and you was there, your parents and grandparents said if you did something bad, you're gonna go to hell. And you try to picture in your head what heaven looked like, and you try to picture in your head what hell looked like. Marilyn Manson took that concept and kind of described to you what hell feels like when you get your heart broken into 1,000 pieces and what it feels like to feel that heartbreak over and over and over. Trade my soul for anything, but not for you. He talking about getting his heart broken. And then for him to say like a teenage crush, but run by suicide. Oh, Mary, so scary. I want to live. I want to live. I want to love. But it's a long road out of hell. It's like you like it because he's not just singing the lyrics. He's actually explaining to you what getting your heart broken and what hell have to do with getting your heart broken. That is why I like that song. Of course, there's If I Was Your Vampire, which that's like another love song. But this one did it for me. So I hope y'all like this video. Until next time, peace.